It's our first day in Phuket, Thailand.
And we're gonna go exploring around, but obviously our first stop has to be the beach.
Our hotel is only a few steps from Patong Beach, so we're headed there right now. And the weather feels pretty amazing out today. It's not too hot.
Coming from Bangkok, we were used to everything being super cheap. We would get meals for like $1, and then we came to Phuket and it is definitely a lot more expensive than Bangkok. So we're probably gonna be eating at 7-Eleven most of the time.
But we are right on the beach here, so I'm sure that has something to do with it.
My heart is so happy to be at a beach right now. It's beautiful with the green mountains and the palm trees and then the beach right there. Cannot wait to go swimming and just soak up the sun. Oh, I love Thailand. Are you enjoying the sun, Jacob?
Yeah, clearly I need it. While we were in Bangkok, I did get kind of tan or sunburnt, but I was wearing a shirt the whole time, so I definitely need the beach.
I just love how green it is around it. It just makes it so much better. There is a ton of people here, but it is one of Thailand's most famous beaches, so it makes sense, but it's definitely poppin'.
I'm gonna need to get some sunglasses at some point. There are some like vendors, I guess, like walking around the beach. Some guy walked up to us and offered us some fake Ray-Bans for 500 baht, which I think is around like $15, but I said no, and then he immediately dropped the price down to 200 baht. So we're gonna see if we want to buy from him.
Wow, the sun is very intense here. Like, I feel like we've been out for like 30 minutes and like, I feel like I already got a burn, but honestly, I like it. I want to get a little sunburnt so that the rest of our time spent on the islands, I don't constantly get sunburnt. My theory is when you get a base burn and then it turns into a tan, you just keep getting more tan and tan and tan once you get the first like tan burn out of the way. Ah, the sand is so hot. I'm trying to get to the water. Oh, it feels so good. I just saw the cutest little crab on the beach. It was like this big and then it got washed away by the wave, but it was so cute. Honestly, the water is a lot clearer here than I was expecting. There's a sign right there that says swim here, but I don't want to swim there because there's tons of people. So I'm gonna swim right here. And I don't know if that's bad, but I don't want to be by a bunch of people. The water is so refreshing. Whew, feels so good. It's not too cold, just cold enough to give you a nice burst of energy.
Actually, starting to get really sweaty and it's really hard to see without sunglasses. Kind of wish that guy would come back, but none of his sunglasses really look that good, and I probably scared him off with my price point.
I convinced Jacob to go swimming with me, and we brought our stuff closer so we could watch it.
Ooh, feels good. He's not even attached.
This dude, so they're like running off the beach and the girl's all strapped in and they're running and then they take off and this guy is just holding on to the strings and then he's just flinging himself around having a grand old time. Like, he's just 100 feet up in the air, not attached to anything. Okay.
It looks like there's a lot of people on that side of the beach and there's a lot of people on this side. But we're kind of in an area where there's not that many people.
Patong Beach is one of Thailand's most famous beaches. When I was researching Thailand, Patong Beach came up everywhere. So is it worth it to come to one of Thailand's most famous beaches? I definitely think it is a beautiful beach. I love that there's luscious mountains and palm trees and a beautiful beach, but there is lots and lots of tourists here. There's tons of people. So you have to think about if you're willing to be on a beach with tons of people, lots of vendors trying to sell you things. There's a very big city right next to the beach. So it depends if that's your kind of beach vibe. Jacob and I can kind of vibe at whatever beach. We like this beach, but it's definitely not our favorite beach ever. I also don't think that you should come here if you truly want to experience Thai culture. I feel like we experienced way more in Bangkok. We'll see if we're gonna experience more in the Phi Phi Islands or Koh Lipe. We have so many more places to explore. We went back to our room to change really quickly because we were really sticky and sandy and salty, and
we stayed at the beach a few hours, but we didn't want to stay too long in case we were getting sunburnt. Which we
were.
We both got really sunburnt.
And we put on sunscreen.
I don't know what happened.
Thailand sun, man.
Right now we're gonna go get a smoothie possibly. Woo! And some food. And we're just gonna walk around the streets of Phuket.
Hello. Should I try lemon? Our first stop is getting a smoothie. I decided to get pineapple this time. So far we've had passion fruit, watermelon, and dragon fruit, and mango. And so far my favorites have been passion fruit and watermelon. But I feel like pineapple is gonna be pretty good. So good.
Where does it rank in all of the smoothies?
I think that I would normally like passion fruit, like the flavor better than pineapple, but the passion fruit's a little bit annoying because you have to constantly spit out the seeds. So I think this one might be my new favorite. It went by so fast.
Done with our smoothie stop, and now it's on to find some food.
We're on this like cute little road by the beach, and I really like this better than the main road because it's way less busy.
Yeah, the cars and the traffic make it really loud.
I traded in my fruit smoothie for a little mojito. We were on the beach, so it just felt right. We're switching it up a little bit. We're getting Indian food right now. We got some naan coming, some curry. I'm really excited about it. Curry is Thai curry, but the naan is Indian. And we decided, we've been eating a lot of Thai food, so we got some French fries because I was missing them. They're really good. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. I'm so excited for this cheesy naan. I actually don't think I've ever had cheesy naan before. I've just had naan. We're gonna dip it into this delicious curry here. It's so good.
All right, so we got some of this right here. Can't pronounce it, but it was only about like $1, and it almost looks like it could be naan. It's also Indian. It's like a tortilla. It's very soft. Just something else we could dip in the curry. Tastes pretty good. We ate at this place, Shahi Kitchen. It's Indian and Thai, so we got some of each. Now we're gonna walk the streets a little bit just to see what's there and probably look for a dive shop. We don't know if we're gonna go diving in Phuket, but we at least want to check it out to see if it's an option.
Also, if you want to get a haircut, there's a little stand right there. Jacob, you in?
Nah, I'll wait a little bit. You're a little sunburnt there.
I am very sunburnt. Hello. We were just gonna look at maybe going diving. We have our open water certification. So we might end up going diving here in a few days at Racha Noi, I think she said. We're not totally sure. It is a little bit expensive just because diving's expensive in general, but it's a pretty good price here, so we'll have to see. There is no shortage of restaurants and cafes here in Phuket. They are everywhere. There's tons of little streets you can just walk down. They're all pretty cute right next to the beach. The main street was a little bit overwhelming for me.
A lot of bikers here too.
Lots of bikers.
And tattoo shops. There's a lot of tattoo shops.
There is a lot of tattoo shops, so if you want a tattoo, Phuket's for you.
And here is the busy street in Phuket. This is where we got dropped off from our bus when we arrived here from the airport. And we were thinking, is this all of what Phuket is? Just a huge busy street? No, it's a lot quieter over there, closer to the beach, but this is a little chaotic. Not really our style, but we're gonna be walking on here for a little bit. There's a ton of stores and restaurants on here, so I figured we might as well walk at least a little bit. We're really liking the mountain views in Phuket. You can go to a beach town and not have these really cool mountains, but you can have that here. Something
Super random about Phuket. The first night we got here, there was these people driving down the street, clapping, getting everyone's attention, saying, "Fight night, fight night, fight night." And now we see posters everywhere for fight night. There's Monday night fight night, Thursday night fight night, Wednesday night fight night. Trying to say that 5 times fast. Anyways, pretty much every single night is a fight night here, and they advertise it everywhere. I have no idea why, but I guess it's a thing in Phuket.
There's these old posters, February 8th, February 9th, and February 10th. Oh, see, look, February 11th, February 13th. Wow, so there's 4 nights in a row and then one the next night.
Apparently, this fruit smells really bad, so none of the hotels allow you to bring it in. We climbed up to the roof of our hotel. There's a little pool over here, but honestly, the views are amazing. You can just see the beautiful mountains surrounding us. You can see the whole city. It is amazing up here. It is just our first full day in Phuket, so we can't make a decision on if we love it or hate it overall because we just haven't seen enough, but our first day, how do we feel? It's good, we like it. I think the fight night thing is honestly a little bit strange. We definitely got super sunburnt, even though we put on so much sunscreen. And we tried to avoid it. We tried to avoid getting burnt and it didn't really work out too well. But our next video is going to an elephant jungle sanctuary and I am so stoked for that. So stay tuned and we will see you guys next video where we're hanging out with the elephants.